koi versus goldfish. Which one of these two are the best? What's up my aquatic friends, Raja here, and this is Taj Mahal Aquatics, your source of coolest fish content and everything about fish keeping. In this video, I'm gonna do another comparison, and this time it's koi versus goldfish. Koi and goldfish, two of the most popular fish, especially if we talk about pond fish. But what is the best to have? Is it koi or goldfish? To find out what fish is the best, I'm gonna do a comparison between these two fishes to find out what is the best one to have between these two fishes. So who is the best in this comparison? Is it goldfish or koi? Let's start the comparison to find out. For the judgments that I'm gonna use to compare these two fishes, I'm gonna judge them from these 7 factors. I'm gonna judge them based on the physical appearance, availability, maintenance, endurance, housing, pricing, and compatibility of these two fishes. And for every fish that appears to be more superior on this judgment gets 1 point from me. And that's a little overview of the judgment. Now let's start the comparison. Let's start with the first judgment, which is physical appearance. In this judgment, I'm not just judging the body shape, but also the coloration of the fish. For the body shape, two of them are obviously different. Goldfish are much smaller, and for the fancier type, they have a more chubby body shape, which actually makes them more adorable for some. While for koi, it looks like your typical carp. But body shape is not the most important part of these two fishes. The color is another strong reason why these fishes are so popular. For goldfish, they do have a great coloration, but the colors are not far from the normal solid colors. But there's also some goldfish with double red and white color patterns, or a triple one with a hint of black. While with koi, you will get a more diverse color and pattern. You can have the koi with multiple patterns and plenty of colors, even with the solid one-colored koi. So for the physical appearance of both fish, I have no problem with the body shape of both fish. One has a more majestic, elongated body, while other has a much more adorable chubby body. But for coloration, I personally would choose koi, as koi fish are much more diverse in color and pattern than goldfish. So the first point of this judgment goes to koi. But if you think goldfish are better in coloration, let me know in the comment section, and now let's move on to the next judgment. After we take a look at the physical appearance, now let's take a look at their availability. In terms of availability, both fishes are very easy to find in many aquarium stores. Here in my place, I can find both fish in aquarium stores, especially if the stores are large and have everything that a fish keeper needs. However, I also find that some smaller stores only have goldfish instead of koi. And if that store does have a koi, it's gonna be a really small koi. But this only applies for some stores, and in a much more complete aquarium store, it should be easy to find. However, if you do want a higher quality or even show quality koi or goldfish, you may want to go to a much more dedicated koi or goldfish store that truly specialized in high quality koi or goldfish. But if you are not looking for show quality fish, then the aquarium store koi or goldfish should be fine. So for availability, both fish are easy to find in fish stores, but goldfish are way more easier to find, as you will find them easily in aquariums. So for this one, I guess the goldfish can take the point here, as they are slightly more available in many stores instead of koi. Now both fishes are now equal in points. Now let's see who will take another point in the next judgment, which is maintenance. Because after all, if you keep one of them, you obviously have to maintain them, right? For goldfish, they are generally easy to take care of if you are not a rookie fish keeper and already know how to keep fish. Koi fish are also easy as the goldfish to maintain, but they do need a large filtration capacity. Goldfish also need a large enough filter capacity, especially if kept in aquariums. But koi also need large filter capacity and maybe even larger than goldfish, as when they grow, they are going to produce more waste. So both fishes are actually quite easy to maintain, but you may need a larger filter for koi, and also koi are not that great in smaller ponds. So for this judgment, they both are quite easy to maintain though. But I think the goldfish is going to step ahead with another point. Both fishes are actually quite easy to take care of though, but goldfish is slightly easier and more flexible in my opinion. Goldfish steps ahead of koi in the last judgment for being slightly easier to maintain than koi. Now let's see how great these two fishes are if something goes wrong with their environment. Even though goldfish are easier to maintain, they are also less hardier, especially if we are talking about the fancier goldfish like you see here. They are not that hardy, and they are also more prone to disease. So even though they are easy to maintain, they need more specialized care more. Koi on the other hand are much better than goldfish in terms of hardiness. They are very hardy fish, and they have a better endurance, which makes them less prone to disease and can stand extreme weather. So for this judgment, goldfish have to lose to koi because of their hardiness. And koi gets another point for being the hardiest, and now both fish are equalized once again. Both fishes are now equalized again, as goldfish have to lose for their endurance. Now let's see who will win another point in this judgment. For housing these two fishes, goldfish need a minimum of 20 gallons of water, and they can be kept in an aquarium or pond. While with koi, you may need more than 1,000 gallons, so they are better in ponds. And while goldfish are good in both aquarium and ponds, I think koi are much better in ponds than goldfish. Why do I think so? Because koi are much better if viewed from the top. Goldfish, on the other hand, While there are also some goldfish that have various color patterns, they are still better viewed from the side rather than the top. So for viewing, they are much better in aquariums or above ground ponds with windows. While koi, viewing them from the top is way better than the side, so they are much better in ponds. So in this judgment, if I want to house a fish in a pond, I would definitely choose koi over goldfish. They look much better than goldfish in ponds, so I would give the points for koi, and now koi steps ahead of goldfish for points. After koi fish steps ahead of a point from goldfish, now let's see who will take another point for the pricing. Because before someone buys a fish, they obviously want to know the pricing first. For the pricing of goldfish, they are more budget friendly for many people, including you and me. But if the goldfish that you want is a slightly more higher quality, fancier one, then that's a different story. Koi, on the other hand, are way more pricier than goldfish. There are some koi that are on sale for a price of an iPhone 16 Pro Max, and there's also koi fish that are sold for a price of a gaming laptop or PC. And there are also a koi that are so expensive that you can buy a property 30 minutes outside of Jakarta. So for pricing, goldfish gets another point for being the most budget friendly, and now both fishes are now equal once again. To decide the winner of this comparison, I will judge them for their compatibility. Koi fish are very peaceful and they are very compatible with other fish. They may be active, but they are really calm and they are very social, so they wouldn't mind sharing their spaces. There are a number of fish that go well with koi, so if you want to keep them with other fish, there's no worry. While for goldfish, although they could be kept with other fish, they are not so great if kept with other fish, especially with the fancier type. They are not as social as koi, and for some goldfish species, they can be a bit territorial. Plus, they can be more delicate in smaller or less established environment, which makes them less compatible. So for the last judgment, koi takes the victory with another point for being the most compatible with other fish. So based on the points, it clearly shows that koi are much more superior than goldfish, especially if kept in a pond. Their color and pattern look great in many ponds, and they still do great if the pond is exposed to extreme conditions. But that doesn't mean goldfish are bad for ponds. If you only have a small pond, goldfish can also be a great choice in a small pond and in a planted ponds. They are also more budget friendly than koi, but they do better on their own without any other fish. And for you who watched this video, are you on team koi or goldfish? Let me know in the comment section. So there you have it. That is an epic comparison between koi and goldfish. If we talk about pond fish, these two fishes are the strongest rival of pond fish. And they are the most superior pond fish out there. And although both fishes had their own plus and minus, they are still the best fish, especially if we are talking about pond fish. So that's a wrap for this video. And what fish would you add to your pond? Is it koi or goldfish? Let me know in the comment section below. And make sure you smash the like button if you like this video. And share this video if you find it to be helpful and amusing. And if you want to see more cool fish content from this channel, make sure to subscribe because there will be more to come. Thanks for watching my aquatic friends and have a wonderful aquatic life.